Welcome back to Wildcat Chat. Now a look at Baker University, but first Baldwin High football with Chris Smith.
The Baldwin Bulldogs are off to a great start as they enter their fourth week of the season.
I thought we passed the ball well. We were not going into the game thinking about passing the ball, but they just had a great game plan where they're cutting our O-line. They just kept cutting them, and then we tried to run outside, and they're just so fast on the edge. It was hard. So we went to the passing game, and I thought Jesse Green caught some great passes, and Brandon Tomer stepped up tonight. I knew he had it in him, and he did a super job.
The Baldwin City Bulldogs are off to a fast start as they have won 2 of their last 3 games to open the 2007 season. Coach Mike Berg has implemented a new single-wing offense that has bolstered the Bulldogs' rushing attack and is making life challenging on opposing defenses.
Well, it's really working because we're not wasting anyone handing the ball off. We're snapping it back to them. We have an extra blocker. And I really like it because I get to show my blocking skills, too. Yeah.
It's been getting a lot better. We've only been in it for about 4 or 5 weeks, so I think everybody likes it a lot because we're showing a lot of improvement, and we've had over 300 yards rushing the last 2 games.
From Baldwin High School, Chris Smith, KNBU.
The Baker University football team is now 1-2 for the year. They had an impressive victory over Culver Stockton and fell to Lindenwood this past weekend. Coach Grossner talks about the game.
Alex, we went into this weekend thinking we had a good shot at winning, but we knew we had to play well all phases of the game. And it was one of those games, it was more like a first game than a third game to us. I felt like we came out and made too many errors early and let a good team get on top and momentum at home, and they play really well at home anyway, and it kind of snowballed on us early, and we never really got back into the game. We took I believe it was our first series, we fumbled a snap on our own 20. They banked it in for a touchdown. They took the opening drive in for a touchdown, even though we made an 8-play goal line stand on 4th and goal at the foot line. They ran an option play and knocked it in. If we had stopped them there, who knows? Momentum's on our side, but then we turned the ball over, allowed them 14 quick points against a very explosive team.
Grossner told me that Lindenwood is one of the top teams in the conference.
What I've seen on tape, the top quality teams in this conference right now, early in the season, is definitely Lindenwood. They've scored 50 or 50-plus points on everybody. They're averaging over 50 points a game. That's tough to stop. And then they got a very good defense to back it up. Mid-America is very explosive. They've been hit with a few injuries, but they're still playing well, and I think they're 2-1 now in the HAC. And then Benedictine has had a tough early schedule. They've played everybody tight. They got on the win side this weekend against Avila, so they're going to be a top-notch team. And then you never can forget about Missouri Valley. They suffered 1 loss, but they're back on track, and they played some tough teams early.
The Wildcats will try to bounce back this weekend against Benedictine.
Benedictine's a big physical football team. Just what I've seen, we're game planning as we speak, but they look like they got more team speed on defense. Usually they're big and physical, and we think we can spread them and do some things, throwing the football and maybe spread them and run it. But right now it looks like team speed, they match up pretty well with us. And then offensively they're going to pound you. They're going to run it right at you. They got 300-pounders across the board. And they've got a quarterback that looks like he throws a little better than the guys they've had in the last 3 years. So they're going to present a big challenge. The one big advantage, we're at home. I think we're starting to play well at home, and we need to use that to our advantage. Last year we knocked Benedictine off the first game of the year at their place, and it ended up probably knocking them out of the playoffs. They ended up 8-3, so they're going to have that fresh in their minds, even though it was the first game of the year last year, and they have no margin for error right now as far as a playoff picture. They need to win out probably, and so do we.
This has been Alex Dingman for KNBU TV.